Good evening, South Elementary Mustangs. It is time for another Bedtime Stories with Principal Puzio. Before we get going, just a reminder, tomorrow is the last day of school for the school year. I know, where did the time go? And I haven't been able to see you for such a long time. So I wanted to just remind you real quickly to have your parents check their email. We sent a schedule where you can come next week on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday to pick up all of the things from your desk. If you left coats or lunch boxes or backpacks, your teachers have been busy bagging everything up, and we're going to have a drive-through where you can come and get your things, and then Mrs. Puzio will get to say goodbye to you because Mrs. Puzio and Mrs. Moth and Mrs. Cosby and Mrs. Perez will be distributing all of those things. So make sure that you come at one of your assigned times so that I can say goodbye and happy summer to you. Okay, let's go ahead and get going. We're going to start tonight off with Click, Clack, Moo, Cows That Type, another picture book. This one by Doreen Cronin, pictures by Betsy Lewin. This is another one of my favorites, boys and girls, so the pages are falling out. So I'm gonna have to be really careful. Click, Clack, Moo, Cows That Type. Farmer Brown has a problem. His cows like to type. All day long he hears click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo. At first he couldn't believe his ears. Cows that type? Impossible. Click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo, clickety, clack, moo. Then he couldn't believe his eyes. Dear Farmer Brown, the barn is very cold at night. We'd like some electric blankets. Sincerely, the cows. They left him a note. It was bad enough the cows had found the old typewriter in the barn. Now they wanted electric blankets? No way, said Farmer Brown. No electric blankets. So the cows went on strike. They left a note on the barn door. Sorry, we're closed. No milk today. No milk today, cried Farmer Brown. In the background, he heard the cows busy at work. Click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo, clickety, clack, moo. The next day he got another note. Dear Farmer Brown, the hens are cold too. They'd like electric blankets. Sincerely, the cows. That's not going to make the farmer very happy. The cows were growing impatient with the farmer. They left a new note on the barn door. Closed. No milk, no eggs. No eggs, cried Farmer Brown. In the background, he heard them. Click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo, clickety, clack, moo. Cows that type, hens on strike, who ever heard of such a thing? How can I run a farm with no milk and no eggs? Farmer Brown was furious. Farmer Brown got out his own typewriter. Dear cows and hens, there will be no electric blankets. You are cows and hens. I demand milk and eggs. Sincerely, Farmer Brown. Duck was a neutral party, so he brought the ultimatum to the cows. The cows held an emergency meeting. All the animals gathered around the barn to snoop, but none of them could understand moo. All night long, Farmer Brown waited for an answer. Duck knocked on the door early the next morning. He handed Farmer Brown a note. Dear Farmer Brown, we will exchange our typewriter for electric blankets. Leave them outside the barn door, and we will send Duck over with the typewriter. Sincerely, the cows. Farmer Brown decided this was a good deal. He left the blankets next to the barn door and waited for Duck to come with the typewriter. Look at all of them with their blankets plugged in. The next morning, he got a note. Dear Farmer Brown, we would like a diving board. Sincerely, the ducks. Click, clack, quack. Click, clack, quack. Clickety, clack, quack. Doesn't look like they gave him the typewriter. The end. So boys and girls, I thought this was going to go pretty fast. This is not a very long book, and so I brought another of Doreen Cronin's books. She's just one of my favorites, and it's very funny as well, and it is called Diary of a Worm. And you know, right now lots of people are planting their gardens and planting flowers, and so I bet you're seeing a lot of worms out there, and so I thought this would be a fun one to read tonight as well. So settle in, here we go. Number 2 picture book, Diary of a Worm by Doreen Cronin, pictures by Harry Bliss. Different illustrator this time. And so in the beginning, we see all of these little photographs, report cards, memories that Worm has put somewhere on a wall. Maybe it says my report card. Spider made this for me. See, it says Worm. Sorry. Baby picture of me and Dad. First day of school here in the corner. Me and Spider. My first tunnel. The family vacation on Compost Island. So here we go. March 20th. Mom says there are 3 things I should always remember. Number 1, the earth gives us everything we need. Number 2, when we dig tunnels, we help to take care of the earth. Must make tunnel, help earth breathe. And number 3, never bother Daddy when he's eating the newspaper. Chomp. So this is the first day of his diary that we're reading. March 29th. Today I tried to teach Spider how to dig. First, all of his legs got stuck. I think I've twisted one of my ankles. Then he swallowed a bunch of dirt. Tomorrow he's going to teach me how to walk upside down. And his little bubble says, I give up. April 1st. Worms cannot walk upside down. Can you imagine a worm trying to walk upside down like a spider can? That's funny. April 4th. Fishing season started today. We all dug deeper. Did you guys hear something? Why do you think they dug deeper? That shovel's coming pretty close to them. April 10th. It rained all night and the ground was soaked. We spent the entire day on the sidewalk. Hopscotch is a very dangerous game. Boys and girls, are you playing hopscotch right now outside? Don't step on the worms. April 15th. I forgot my lunch today. I got so hungry that I ate my homework. Because worms do what? Do they like to eat paper? Just whatever they can find? My teacher made me write, I will not eat my homework 10 times. When I was finished, I ate that too. April 20th. I snuck up on some kids in the park today. They didn't hear me coming. I wriggled right up between them and they screamed. I love when they do that. May 1st. Grandpa taught us that good manners are very important. So today I said, good morning, to the first ant I saw. Good morning. There were 600 more of them in line. I stood there all day. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How you doing? Good morning. Nice to see you. Howdy. Good morning. May 8th. Had the worst nightmare last night. Giant birds playing hopscotch. Mom says I have to stop eating so much garbage right before I go to bed. May 15th. I got into a fight with Spider today. He told me you need legs to be cool. Then he ran. I couldn't keep up. Maybe he's right. May 16th. I made Spider laugh so hard he fell out of his tree. Who needs legs? Thud. May 28th. Last night I went to the school dance. You put your head in, you put your head out. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself about, and that's all we could do. Because they don't have right legs and right arms and left arms, do they? June 5th. Today we made macaroni necklaces in art class. I brought mine home and we ate it for dinner. Do you see how their table that they're working on at school is a paper clips box? June 15th. My older sister thinks she's so pretty. I told her that no matter how much time she spends looking in the mirror, her face will always look just like her rear end. Spider thought that was really funny. Mom did not. June 4th. When I grow up, I want to be a Secret Service agent. Spider says I will have to be very careful because the president might step on me by mistake. It's a dangerous job, I told him, but someone's got to do it. July 28th. Three things I don't like about being a worm. Number 1, I can't chew gum. Number 2, I can't have a dog. Can we keep in, Mom? Number 3, all that homework. So boys and girls, the books say digging, a history, soil through the ages, night crawlers, and compost 101. July 29th. 3 good things about being a worm. Number 1, I never have to go to the dentist. Number 2, I never get in trouble for tracking mud through the house. Number 3, I never have to take a bath. Who's my grubby little boy? August 1st. It's not always easy being a worm. We're very small, and sometimes people forget that we're even here. But like Mom always says, the earth never forgets we're here. And then here's more pictures. So we have a bee sting. And then this one is, I found this really cool rock, but we know it's a baseball. Mom and Dad's anniversary. He thinks this $20 bill is a leaf. His own comic strip. Sister's slumber party. And his favorite pile of dirt. So boys and girls, lots of inspiration from this book. Maybe you could start keeping a diary and write down the things that you learn each day and that you experience. Or if you want to write a story, you could write a story from some type of perspective of like an ant or any kind of insect or a spider or an animal of some kind, maybe. Lots of ideas. Make your own comic strip. So, okay, boys and girls, time to go to sleep. Have sweet dreams, and we will see you tomorrow night after the conclusion of the last day of school. Oh, and we're having a 5th grade parade tomorrow for our 5th graders. So if we happen to drive by your house to say congratulations to the 5th graders, since they will be leaving us and going on to middle school, make sure you can pop out of your house if you see us and wave and say hello. We would love to see as many of you as possible, and then you can cheer on the 5th graders too. Have a good night. Sweet dreams. We'll see you tomorrow.